Hello everyone, and welcome to another stream by Tesla. It's been a long time since I've actually done one. There's a couple reasons for that. One, I've been kind of busy doing other stuff around the house, haven't had much time to do long extended streams like this. And also, I was kind of trying to wait around to see if I could get Hawkeye to release the world map, but due to how busy he's been lately, and due to him saying he's kind of forgetful and has to be constantly reminded about stuff, I decided to just go ahead and do another stream and just hold out for it. I shouldn't need it? Question mark? For a little bit, yeah, because as long as I'm mostly walking around land, it's not going to be a big problem. In general. The big problem will come when I get other modes of transportation, like a boat, or, you know, something like that. But, that is something I'm gonna have to really be concerned about when the time comes, because it's not impossible to progress without it, but as lost as I would probably get, the streams would probably drag on a bit longer than I'd be comfortable with, and I'd rather not put you guys through that, honestly. Oh, seriously? I knew that was gonna happen. Now, I did look things up here. There is a monster list on the Dragon Warrior Classic website, which I will be using later on, which actually lists item drops for every monster in the game. It also tells you what all the monsters are and their statistics. I don't know if it tells you what abilities they have or what to expect from that, but oh, thank God. Oh shit, don't miss. Okay, good, it didn't matter. But like, I don't know if it lists that information. I don't think it's gonna end up mattering much. And I actually forgot to bring up my stream info. So, give me one moment. Which means I'm gonna have to switch to my actually streaming channel. Damn it. That's the one big problem of using YouTube, is it's very specific on how you have to access it. The only reason I care is because I want to get the chat popped out so I can look at it. There we go. Okay, back to this. But yeah, I'm probably going to eventually rely on that info, because for something like this, that's kind of a fresh experience for me. I kind of want to know what to expect. I mean, I suppose a completely blind stream of this would be kind of interesting, but at the same time, my experience with my experience with blind streams of RPGs has not ever turned out well. And I mean, it's gone very poorly. The last time I tried one, I think, was my very questionable stream of 7 Saga for Super Nintendo. Like, I had played it some, but I never got very far in it, and I attempted to stream it for my friend Colt. Yeah, needless to say, things did not go well for me. I will say that. Okay, I know I have to go south. But I can't find the way south to get to the cave I need. Because there's a item called the Royal Pendant that I need to progress, and I have to find the cave. Huh. Well, that sucks. I really should have brought a Wing of the Wyvern with me, honestly. That was bad planning on my part. They're also sending some pretty tough monsters at me. And Kendra leveled up again. Oh boy, this is gonna be rough. Now that Kendra's magic is gone, she is less than effective, I guess. But that's the way it goes with mages. I mean, I know she's technically not a pure mage or anything, but she is somewhat reliant on spells, especially early on in the game. I mean, you really need to have strong equipment on her for her to really do a lot of damage. I mean, she's better than nothing, to be sure, and when she does have magic, she's amazing. But early on in the game like this, you are heavily reliant on her spells. Which was kind of a problem in Dragon Warrior 2, is I never really liked the dependency on magic. Like, you couldn't survive very long without it. The Prince of Midenhall, or whatever, Laurasia, if you want to go by the Japanese name. But, like, he's strong, yes, and has a lot of defense to his name, but by himself, he can only last so long. Because a lot of the tougher enemies either hit so hard defense doesn't matter, or they just use magic flat out and murder him. Because Dragon Quest is one of those games where magic defense really isn't much of a thing. Or at least it wasn't until, I think, some of the more modern titles, like Dragon Quest IX. Oh, I found the castle. Yeah, let's do that, please. Chedame Castle. I'm pretty sure I'm butchering that pronunciation, by the way. I'm pretty sure I am. Also, apparently, when I was complaining about the slow text, someone did make the comment that this technically isn't slow if we're going by old NES standards, since this is apparently pretty close to what the speed was in the original NES Dragon Warrior games. And man, it's depressing to know that. Making sure I got my directions right here. Okay, does anyone here tell me this? Because no one's... Yeah, I was right about that. Could go ahead and save while I'm here, even though he never shuts up about his daughter. Also, someone doesn't really understand why I'm really as insulted as I am about their relationship, and it's just like I don't understand the point of letting her become a strong warrior if he's gonna have this kind of approach with her. It makes no sense, really. I think someone said he's just a dad being a dad, and you know, and that's how pretty much any father would act, and I'm like, no. Like, I'm sorry, but no. Like, there's a difference between being overprotective and just being, like, misogynistic, I think, is the term I'm looking for here. But basically sexist. To the point to where they have such a low opinion of you that it's not really proper conduct. I mean, I get what Hawkeye's definitely going for here, and I don't really blame him for it. I mean, he's probably more on the mark than anybody when it comes to how kings probably acted around their daughters. So that's not the problem. The problem is just the character in general. I've never really liked it, really. But yeah, I have no idea where to go to find this cave. Like, seriously? I mean, I have the map up for the cave itself, but until I can find where I'm supposed to go to get there. I think I have to go deep south of the castle was my problem. I think I was going too far to the east. Which makes sense. And judging by the map, this place itself is not very big. So that's good to know. Doesn't mean I won't die, but at least it means that with the map on my side, if I rush through it, then it's not gonna be a problem. A part of me wonders if I should just make a beeline for the Royal Pendant and then get the chest on the way out. Because if I die, at least I keep the pendant, right? Does that make sense to anyone? Makes sense to me. But there we go. I'm still nervous about the chance of this game crashing on me. I haven't seen it happen in a while, because I did play it a couple of times doing off-screen grinding. And now time to bring the map up. Now, I can't check the chat. While the map is up, so I'm gonna have to switch back and forth for that. Okay, so if I'm really making a beeline for this, then I go straight to the east and around. Let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. That sounds like a very smart idea. Got some creeps. Probably some PTSD for the princess here. Almost getting her butt kicked by them. That's certainly interesting. And really, how's it feel to know that you almost died to those things? I mean, really. Really? Oh, level up. But really, with the item drop there, come on. These games like to troll me, what can I say? Sadly, I has no outside spell, so that sucks. But at least the monster encounters are being generous. I've yet to see any poison or magic spammers, so that's good to know. Yeah, keep giving me these things, guys. Oh, don't miss, please. These guys aren't really that big of a threat, though, really. They do just small damage to one person, really, and as long as it stays that way, I'm good with it. Really, with this? I guess I won't need the return spell for a while. I really should have also went to the town to get her bear equipment, since I had the money for it, really, but... oh well. Next time, I guess. Okay, on this floor, I just go straight up into the east at the top. Oh, shit. I think the Octohop can poison. I think. I won't swear by that, though. Kendra leveled up again. Good, keep leveling up. New spell gained. Is it Antidote? It's Antidote! Yay, cool. So I don't need to carry Antidote. Oh, and look what we're fighting. Wow, no poison yet. That's amazing. Really? No poison at all. That's amazing. That's some luck, let me tell you. Let's see. I really should have brought more medical herbs. I wasn't thinking about restocking that. Okay. Oh, I have to keep going north from here, it looks like. Freaking magician shit. Yeah, these are the guys that maybe came over my first time through here. Just because they kept spamming me, like, every battle, magicians. Okay, this room should have what I need. Trickster? Really? They're not too hard to kill, at least. If I could get to it. Yeah, certain dungeons tend to have a higher encounter rate for whatever reason. I should really heal him. Do I have any medicine left? Oh, I have antidotes, but that's it. So... that kind of makes me nervous. Okay. Royal Pendant. Okay, I'm set. Now how long am I gonna be able to last in here? Alright. Hopefully I'll get a lot more levels by the time I'm done. Because a few extra levels never hurt anyone. I doubt I'm getting out of here intact. I really doubt it. Not if I'm going for all the treasure, because there ain't no way. Especially with this. I mean, I know things get easier on the top floor, because the bottom floor has the tougher foes. But I want my treasure, damn it. Okay, good. Don't use magic. Seriously, why? Just why? That makes no sense. Okay. Oh my god. Yeah, the dungeons seem to have a higher encounter rate in general, and it just makes them so much harder to endure. I mean, it's not as bad as it used to be. Definitely not. At least as far as I've experienced, it hasn't been. I mean, it has its moments, to be sure, but it's not every 3 steps, like on the world map, I get into a battle or anything like that. Yeah, that drove Hawkeye nuts, the fact that I experienced that, and he had to fix it. Like, this game in general went into edit hell for, I think, a year or so, off and on. And it drove him nuts, and I can certainly understand. I mean, I was into game production at one point myself, and I know what it's like to have to constantly change shit that doesn't work. Like, for me, in particular, I had to, when I was working on my game still, there was like this one section that I spent like 3 months on. Like, just this one section. And I was never really happy how it turned out. And I think it's moments like that that made me kind of quit on it, to be honest. Like, I don't care how simple of a game you're working on. It's still a lot of work, and I can understand why some people just don't have the patience for it. I certainly don't. Like, the most I can do is very minor edits, using, like, randomizers and let's see, what do they call them? Like, they have them for Fire Emblem, like, where you can change stuff that's already there. I forget, but like game editors or something like that. Like, I can use those, but even with those, I can't do any coding or anything, so it's gotta be a simple editor. But I think even that I got a little bit tired of after a while. Oh, I'm out of item space? Huh, well. I'm hoping that Dragon Warrior Classic 3 has the bag. Oh, she can actually use that, I think. Yes, she can. Perfect. That's great. I'm surprised that, like, my magic is holding out as much as it is. I think it's because I'm trying to be as careful with it as possible. Although I'm about to have to heal him again in a moment. What the? Now I want to see something. What happens if I throw away an antidote? Okay, so nothing happened. That's weird. Yeah, I don't get that. Seriously, with the Wyvern Wing and it's spamming, wow. Okay, maybe I'm wrong about it poisoning me, because I could have sworn it did, but I've yet to see that be the case here. Good, we're leveled up again. Mancy's becoming a badass. Okay, this should carry me for a while. Okay, wow, I made it through that floor without anyone dying. Okay, cool. Dude, if I make it all the way back... Okay, it's so tempting to try to run from these things. But I do have those antidote herbs, so... I suppose it's not a complete problem? Yeah, these things aren't really being a problem, really. That's amazing. I can tell he's a lot more generous with the poison rates as the original Dragon Warrior 2 was, because damn, I hated poison in that game. It sucked. Discovered the medical herb. I'll just throw away another antidote. I don't think it's gonna matter. I should still have plenty. Yeah, I have plenty. There's only one more chest anyway. Yeah, I think I'm good at this point. Because they're not doing a whole lot of damage to me right now. Unbelievable to that. Because I came here with low-level weakened Kendra. Like with low equipment too. But, I still managed to pull it off. Okay, where am I? Okay, I've got to go to the left and down. That's great. And there's the chest. 50 pieces of gold. And that's it. The exit is really close to where I'm at. Honestly, even if I was poisoned and I was stuck with it, it wouldn't matter. There's not enough left to the dungeon that would kill me. And Hero leveled up again, becoming more powerful. Which is definitely going to be useful for the next area we're going to, I'll say that much. Yeah, the more levels I have, the better. I do not like the next area. Because back when I was doing my first stream, I made it about as far as getting the third member of her team before I decided that streaming wasn't going to work out at the time. And that was a while back. I do remember that the area where you get him has a lot of really tough enemies in it. And I'm not fond of a certain enemy. I think it's called the Lightfly. Which is a pain in the ass, because he actually likes to blind your heroes a lot, keeping you from attacking them. Which is a pain. It's really a pain when you have strong attacking enemies that pair with them. And when you're blinded, you can't hit very often, so they just wail on you. Well, I have a lot of these, may as well use one. Now, if I recall, during the first version of this game, he did have Wings of the Wyvern and Return to where they worked properly, so we had to survive without it. Yeah, that kind of sucked. Because that meant I pretty much had to walk back everywhere I went, and, well, let's just say that when I was in a weakened state, that essentially meant that I had to pretty much pray that the monsters were generous. And they very seldom were. Sell the clothes for a whopping 7 pieces of gold. Jeez, man. I know that the item drops for... Okay, is it just me, or is the game... Is the dialogue actually lagging a bit here? It feels like it is. I don't know why. I know it's not because I'm streaming, because it was kind of doing this even when I wasn't, and I don't know what causes that. Maybe it's because of the resources I'm using on my computer. Maybe it just doesn't like it. Which might also explain why it crashes sometimes. But I don't know how to fix that, really. And it's weird how I can use Steam and play games like Final Fantasy IX and Final Fantasy X and X-2 and games like that, and those are fine. But if I play something simple like this, oh no, we can't allow that. Like, this is blue screen worthy, guys. Like, seriously? Yeah, I don't get that, but, okay, a part of me really... okay, hold on. I want to hold out till I get to the next town, at this point. I'm gonna buy me some medical herbs, just in case, but, yeah. So much lag in this place. Why? Okay. I need the royal pendant, you have medical herb, I have a couple of those. You know, I don't need the antidotes. The antidote herbs anymore, since she has the antidote spell. Because I don't think antidote... I mean, I don't think poison as an ailment is gonna become... as common when I go to the next area. Like, I think it still happens, but it's not near as common, though. So, keeping those on hand isn't needed. What is needed, though, is keeping my people healthy, so, yeah. I don't know how hard this is gonna be. I think I'm at the level where they expect me to be at. But we are set to go. Now, Hawkeye has to lay one thing. He also decided to buff the strength of the party members and actually make certain enemies weaker for later areas of the game because he felt like they were a little too strong. I don't think I was far enough in the game to really know what he's talking about there, but I'll just take his word for it. He's probably right. I had problems with that too in my game. Though with me, it was the opposite problem. I made the enemies way too simple. Like I was in the middle of making a Dragon Quest Monsters remake/sequel game. There's no pendant. Please proceed. The fact that you have a pendant means you can totally survive in this new area. Yeah, I don't get it, but whatever. But, yeah, the Dragon Quest Monsters game, I always wanted to do. And I would still like to, I just know I can't. Not by myself. It's too much of an undertaking for me, really. But it's something I always wanted to do, because I hate the Joker series of the monster games. I loved 1 and 2, though. Like, the first couple of them. I prefer the simplicity of those games compared to the more complex elements that they introduced in the Joker series. I think they really should have just stuck with what the originals tried to do, but because, from what I've experienced with the Joker games, even some of the quote-unquote better ones, I'm just not into it, really. Like, I get why some people like it, but me personally, I think they're just trying to... I think they're trying to be inspired by Pokemon a little too much with those, is what it is. Like, I always felt like the two series should do their own thing. But it seems like more and more, it seems like they look at Pokemon's popularity and are trying to copy? The Komodos, yeah, and the Lifelies. Okay, the Lifelies need to go, like right now. Good. But, yeah, I did start to notice the similarities that some of the Joker aspects were using, and I'm like, why is this a thing? Okay, the viruses are not that big of a threat. I think they lower my defense. And I think they can poison with their attacks on occasion. But they're not that big of a threat. The Wood Warriors are just slightly more powerful versions of the other wood enemies, and they're easily dispatched. You do get a lot of gold from monsters here, I'll say that. I don't think you guys can hear the audio from the game much. Let me see if I can fix that. Yeah, I think that's a little better. Yeah, I'm getting the lag everywhere I go. Why? I think it might be because I'm actually looking at the game through my, Yeah, let me check to see if it's... No. I was thinking it might be because I'm actually watching myself play the game through a monitor of sorts. Well, the game itself is being played on my computer screen, but no, it's not. It's looking like that's not the case here, because... Okay, weapon-wise, I'm not going to worry too much about my female paladin, since I usually like to use her fireball spell anyway, given the option. And I kind of want to save up with that broadsword. That sounds like a good next purchase. Now, there is a bit of a puzzle in this town that I'm visiting. I think it's called Boreen? The town of Boreen. There's apparently a ghost in this town. You essentially have to talk around to people and get hints on where the supposed ghost is located. Yeah, it's pretty much a game of it's almost like a fetch quest where you have to go from person to person until you get to the end of it. But anyways, we have to go to the healing house. Okay. Well, what happens if I say no? Okay. Gotta talk to the merchant? But which one? Right over there next to me, huh? Oh, what's this? There is a ghost here. Well, looks like we're going to Whitesboro next. A part of me wants to get the broadsword first before I attempt that, though. Now, you could probably already guess that Mr. or Mrs. Invisible over there is going to be our third-party member, since we are kind of copying what happened in Dragon Warrior 2. Kind of it's the same deal here. Unfortunately, we don't get off near as easy here. Whereas in that game, where you could get to the Mirror of Ra straight off, and then hurry up and go back to town and get the princess. Yeah, not so lucky here. Hawkeye really does expect you to work for this. And... yeah, I'm really glad I have dungeon maps now. Let me just say that, because if I didn't... oh god. The next dungeon. Like, if you don't have a map... oh god, that place. I swear, I was in there forever trying to figure it out. And I must have killed so many metal slimes going through that place that I was like level 15 or 16 by the time I was done. It was ridiculous. Seriously over the level curve. But yeah, I kept getting lost. So sue me. But yeah, that was a problem. But, I didn't make it much past that during my first attempt, because the game was really trying to wear me down from all the random encounters that kept hitting me. And when I got the second mode of transportation, the boat, I tried sailing a little bit. Wasn't gonna happen. Like, it was like 2 or 3 panels on the boat. I got into a battle with some rather tough customers, really. Like, I was burning through my magic like nothing else, and I just couldn't survive long. I told Saigon, I said, I'm sorry, I have to stop. Like, I can't progress past this point, it's too hard. Like, I don't know where I'm going. Battles are happening every 2 or 3 panels, and these guys are freaking hard. I mean, it's water creatures, so that kind of comes with the territory. But I was fighting too many of them. Kendrick got another level. Another spell already. Huh. It's a battle spell. Stop spell! Huh. Well, that would have been kind of useful for that Royal Cavern, but whatever. Now I'm curious about something here. Oh yeah, it affects everyone on the field. Amazing. Didn't affect a magician, but still, I'm gonna love that for later on, man. Now, Hawkeye said this is only the case because he couldn't really have specific groups be set up in the game without knowing something about coding, or finding someone else that would do it for him. Considering how long the game was taking already to fix, he just didn't want to go through the trouble for it. My opinion on that is that I freaking love the fact that he didn't. Because, I loved the single target and the all target from Dragon Quest Monsters. Like, all of them seem to apparently do this, as far as I'm aware, anyway. Oh, Yuno, sleep! I forgot about that. They're not too big of a threat, though, regardless. They do, like, 7 damage. Like, unless there's, like, 3 of them on the field, you're not gonna have to worry too much. You dropped it close. Really? Like, I'm not even gonna bother selling that, I'm just gonna drop it. It's only like 7 gold. And 7 gold at this point is not really worth the time or effort. I can get the broadsword now. So let's do that. Seriously, with the lag here, like I know the text is slow, but it feels like the game is struggling to get to load all the way. I don't get that. No more room to carry things. Oh, the trials of old Dragon Quest. Again, I hope Dragon Warrior Classic 3 has like some sort of bag function of some sort. Because the limited inventory was always a problem. Oh, that was a problem indeed. Oh man, that's a huge increase. Okay, let's see. You have a copper sword. You have a magic knife, yeah. So... can't sell things here. I hope that also is something that might change, is where you can sell stuff at any shop. Because I was so glad that the regular series stopped that. Oh yeah, I also need to get the chat back up now. Doesn't look like anyone's really posting anything though. Kind of move it over a little bit so it's not, and so the game's not overlapping it. And there we go. Need to go to the end. I always like to be fully healed whenever I save my game. So that whenever I start up a game from any point, I don't have to worry about going to the end first. Or forgetting to go to the end. When I load up my save and I end up getting my butt kicked. Yeah, I'd rather just not go through that effort, really. And much like with Hamlin from the first Dragon Warrior 2, you have like, priest, I guess, here that can save your game for you, which is like a king can. This would actually become the norm in future Dragon Quest games, where you would be able to just save your game at like churches and whatnot. And thank God for it. I never liked having to go to like a random king in a castle to save your game, and that would be it. That was a pain. Especially Dragon Warrior 2, where places where you can save your game are kind of scarce, and you would sometimes have to travel quite a ways to save your game whenever you would need to. That was certainly a problem. Okay, I don't exactly remember where Whiteborough is at. I think it's over here, though? I don't recall. Oh wow, you survived. Oh yeah, this game has auto-target. I'm grateful for that. Dragon Warrior 2 did not. Did not have auto-target. And that was a pain sometimes. Yes, keep doing that. Ah, oh, nice. Ah, your spells are useless. I love that spell. Far more useful than it was in Dragon Warrior 2, I'll say that much. And here we're leveled up again. Yes. Now this looks suspicious to me. But I don't think there's anything I can really do here. But it looks so suspicious, doesn't it? like, it looks like there should be something here. But I could have sworn that I've searched all around this to see if there's anything here. And I just don't think there is. Like, maybe there's just something I'm missing here, but, yeah, like, I don't think there's anything here. Like, maybe I have to use a special key item and something may show up? I really don't know, though. Then we have zombies, which I assume are the same as from Dragon Warrior 2 Vanilla? It seems like it. Seems to have all the same patterns to it. But yeah, like, I don't think there's anything here that's special, at least for now. Yeah, I seriously have no idea. Oh, really, game? Oh, this might not end well for me. Oh, thank God. Okay, good. Whew. Yeah, it's battles like that that kind of make me a little bit nervous. In retrospect, I probably should be focusing on the magic wielders and not the Komodos, but they do so much damage. Wow, I mean, do I have to use this twice now? Whew, that's a bit of a thing. But yeah, that looks suspicious. I'm gonna keep that in mind. Yep, they use surround. Normally it's not that big of a problem, but... I think this is actually leading to a place I shouldn't be at yet. We'll know in a second. Yeah, there's a tower. And that unfortunately is our next dungeon destination. I don't like it. I really don't. Okay, time to go back. Lag. At least it hasn't crashed. And at least it's not as bad slow text as that one intro scene in Final Fantasy Tactics for PS1, where literally, like, it was like one letter a second during some of those instances where it was like little money. Like, seriously, like okay, you're trying to make a point, but still, come on, we get it. That certainly was. I was half expecting the third virus to cast a spell on me, just to piss me off. I need to check my money, actually. See if I can afford anything. Yeah. I know by the time I'm done, I'm pretty much gonna have enough for everybody. I'll say that much right now. I'll wait till 1,000 and then get the, like, full plate armor. Do you have a shield? No, you do not. I could have sworn I got you the leather shield first. I didn't? Huh. Well, for not having a shield, you're certainly surviving quite a bit. How much does a shield cost for you? And can you carry one? Because I know you can carry the leather shield, but can you carry... Oh yeah, that's probably not gonna work out. Off screen, I might actually go back and get that for you, because I don't want you to be without a shield this entire game. I'll get the full plate armor first, then I'll probably save up for the chainmail for her. Okay, so apparently, in order to find the castle I'm looking for, I have to go east. Those are not set for battle. Neat. Wait, really? That wasn't enough? Man, those guys are bulky. They're very baboon-esque in the type of monster they are. Oh, damn it. Okay, that could have went worse. The viruses are a pain, but they tend to give the most gold, so you always want them to show up. Well, I blocked one of them. Okay. Gotta heal you up. Oh, you piece of shit. Oh, I cannot do this. Kill one of them, please. Yeah, your main hero... Oh. Oh my god. I am not having you die so soon. Okay, good. Ah. Oh. Yeah, keeping him fully healed is a good idea. Yeah, actually finding where this place is can be a bit of a pain. And control leveled up again. Definitely could use that right now. You also might notice I stopped caring about the level up stats. Yeah. Oh, and there's the castle I need. Perfect. Right in the neck of time, and I am actually focusing on you guys this time. Okay, good. Oh, you actually hit. Oh yeah, I've got plenty of money. Okay, we're at our destination, and thankfully this castle was not a ruined castle where there's monsters all about. Thank God for that. Now, even though there's invisible people here, I don't think you can actually converse with anyone. I don't think so, anyway. No, the best you can do is to look around this place. To try to find where they tucked away that item they stole. Let's see. I don't think we can access that from here. We're gonna have to go over this way. And walk around. And then go over here. And we find some chests. The Wing of the Wyvern. How nice of you. $56 pieces of gold. And the Paradigm Globe. Yeah, remember that tower we saw before? We have to take this there. Oh, yeah. That's not good. Not only is it quite the trek to even get to the tower, but there's monsters inside it, and the tower itself is not exactly kind with its layout. Like, I have the map in front of me, and just looking at it... Ugh, jeez. What a headache. The good news is that right after we get a party member for our trouble, so... You know... It does. They do make it up to you, but still, like... Yeah, towers and Dragon Quest have always kind of had that effect on me where I'm like I never look forward to them, because I always know what to expect from them, really. They're always the longest dungeons. A lot of them tend to have puzzles in them in future games that I don't like. They tend to have the hardest monsters in them. Dragon Quest IV, I'm looking at you here. Also kind of Dragon Quest V, too. But, yeah. Not really a big fan of towers, but... Okay, I think I need to make room for this. Oh, actually, no, I don't. Not this time around. Splendid! I'll probably save up. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna see if she can use this. She should have room. Huh? Okay, I guess if she can't use it, it just won't show up at all. Interesting. Alright then. Yep, that's certainly a good boost. Let's see. And you had the leather armor, so it's time to sell that. $112, eh? I think that's just enough for the chainmail, actually. I'll check. Without purchase? Yes, that is enough. Neat. She could use some more defense, definitely. Splendid. I know it's totally inappropriate, but when I imagine their voices in my head, I imagine the merchant from Resident Evil 4. So inappropriate. But I can't help that. Alright. Now, when I showed the Royal Pendant, did it get removed from the inventory? Yes, it was. I guess they did that just so you won't have to worry about using up an inventory slot. And not having to carry it with you everywhere. I guess it only makes sense. I'm guessing the Royal Pendant she's just deciding to wear as jewelry or whatnot. Okay. Do I dare try to make an attempt at this? Oh, okay. I guess I have the wrong tower up. There's actually 2 of them, I think, in this game. 3 if you count the final castle as a tower. And you kind of do. Let's go ahead and take a look-see at this. Where do you enter this place? Does it tell me? I don't know if it does. Oh, you get a leather shield here, so I don't have to backtrack. Oh, that's nice of them. But where do I get that, and will it be inconvenient? Chest 2. Where's chest 2? Where stair B is at? Okay, I need to see where my destination is here. Okay. H is where I need to go, and... Where is H at? Okay, H. I have to go to M. And M is located where again? Okay, M leads to O. O leads to P. P leads to... N. N leads to chest 4 and J. J leads to D. And D is where B takes me. Okay. This doesn't look too terrible. If I'm going for all the chests, I want to go and stair C first before I go to where the stair B way takes me. This place doesn't look like it's gonna be too long to do once you have the path figured out. So I might be able to pull it off. I do have a Wing of the Wyvern though, right? 2 of them, yes. I could have gotten more medical herbs, but... I'd rather not. Kendra's the only one that's gonna be really hurt by physical attacks now, at least. Until I get to the tower, anyway. Now you do occasionally meet metal slimes in the tower. It's a bit of a rare thing, but they drop a lot of stuff for you. Like, I think they give you 1,000 experience. Hee. But, really wish you wouldn't miss so much, I will say that. I mean, the gold I do definitely appreciate. Oh, and there's the tower. Wow, I got here with plenty of magic. Okay, they start me right here. Chest number 1. We got ourselves a punk mouse. Punk mouse sounds like something you'd see in like an Earthbound game. Huh, you guys again. I will be glad whenever I see a metal slime, not just for the experience possibility, but also they're not really challenging as far as enemies go, so whether I beat it or it runs away, at least I won't be taking too much damage as a result. Discovered the antidote herb. Okay. So I have to... Oh god. Okay, good. They weren't too big of a threat. In order to do this, I'm going to have to walk all the way around the first floor. Oh, come on, game. Don't start with that. Todor. Yeah, those things are a pain. I think they can poison you with their attacks, and they have a lot of HP. Like the zombies, actually. They're essentially a worse version of them, really. Because at least the zombies don't have a lot of defense. Yeah, they make you walk all the way around to get to the stairway. Oh god. Oh jeez. Do not even start with that shit yet. Yeah, the poke mouse is also really fast. Just die, please. Yeah, keep guarding. Waste your turn. Yeah, keep doing that. Works for me. You're leveled up again. Yes, please do. Oh my god, with the encounter rate in here. Shit. Will we attack Kendra, please? She's guarding for a reason. You know, things were going pretty well until the encounter rate just decided to be kicked up a notch for whatever reason. I mean, I know that the game has been fixed, so this is just bad RNG on my part. Seriously, though. Given the option, I'd like to make this a one-trip dungeon. That'd be kind of a nice thing, you know? Okay. I'm in B. Which leads to chest. Leather shield. Well, that can go to her. Yeah, every little bit helps. Oh, thank God. Damn it. Oh, don't even. Oh, come on, hit! Why do you miss so damn much? Why? Seriously, Kendra almost never misses. What do you keep missing? Is it an agility issue? Okay, guys, you can do this. Good. Okay, so... Oh, shit, come on. Oh, and it's two of these freaks of nature. At least they don't do anything really mean, like poison or sleep or anything crap like that. Mechalurb, thank you! I'll use one of those. chest number 3. Oh, hello. Fireball. And ran away. Okay, they were being kind of mean, doing those fireballs and then running away. That usually doesn't happen. They either run, or they stick around long enough to die, one or the other. Not that time, though. Oh shit, come on. Don't you start missing on me. Oh no, 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 no. Don't you even. Okay. I don't use stop spell in here because I want to try to preserve my MP if it's at all possible. Okay, let me go ahead and look at the map here. See if I can get my bearings straight here. Okay. C goes to G. G goes to K. K goes to... Okay, I need H. H goes to M. M goes to O. O goes to P. P goes to N. N goes to J. J goes to D. Okay, I need to go to D. Which means I actually have to go back downstairs. That's what threw me. Alright. Oh my god. Yeah, they are really trying here. I really don't have to come back here again. But if battles keep becoming like this, I may have to. Because I'm having to burn through way too much healing here. I know it's because I'm going after the chest as well, which is probably wasting time. Yeah, we'll say that. It definitely can be a problem. Meckler, thank you. Okay. I believe that was D. Okay, let me just see here. J goes to chest 4 and N. N goes to P. P goes to O, O goes to M. Okay, yeah, so I have to just follow the path at this point. It's a long winding path though, so I hope I can hold out. You know what? I don't want to mess around with this. Yeah, not 2 of them. Screw it. Takes too long to kill them. Okay, this one I can do. Oh, damn it. Okay, good. Come on, let the random encounter raid. Jeez, man. It's also battles like this that really irritate me. Although they ran right off the bat, and right now I'm glad for that. Oh, they breathe fire! That's what I hated so much about these. Damn them. Yeah, I really hate them now. Okay, this is J, which leads to the final chest. Can the battles just be generous for a little bit longer? Wing of the Wyvern. Hey, you guys. Don't you guys start. I have a few more. Okay, and... Shit. Game, come on. Look, if you just let me take this damn item... to the, top of the tower, then I don't care what happens, honestly. Kendra leveled up. Okay, good. Learn a new spell. One return. Doing so good. Okay, so it's metal slimes. Oh well, I don't care. I really don't. Okay, good. Such relief. I hate towers. Mostly because of how long it freaking takes to beat them most of the time. I mean, just... Ugh. I love how they just insist on not letting you jump off the building once you've done this. They make you walk all the way through that area. But I didn't lose anyone, so that was great. Man. They make you work a lot more for the part. Remember in this game. Now, if you go in here, you will actually talk to the Elder here. Now that the curse has been broken, you can actually see him for who he is. Yep, certainly are. You know, it really hurt me on the inside to say no to that, because, like I'm assuming it's a Bathama situation regardless, but the fact that I'd say no after all what I just went through was just ridiculous. Like, you shouldn't even be given an option here. Brent joins the party. Yes, at least there's one parent that isn't a complete idiot. Now, you probably noticed back when I got Kendra, but basically what Hakai did is he took the prince and princess from the original game and pretty much gender swapped them. Now it's the lady who's the paladin, who's more good at fighting, and the male is the one who's a pure mage. I really don't... Like, when it comes to gender bending in general, like, I don't mind it if you're gonna do something interesting with the characterization, but I hate it when it's used as just a... basically... role reversal, really. I've never liked role reversal whenever it's used. I think it's just kind of petty, honestly. If you like it, then that's fine, but me personally, I just never liked it. Talking about Brent, though, he is about as good at magic as the Princess of Moonbrook? Yeah, Moonbrook. By the way, can I talk about how her characterization in modern times is just terrible? They don't even give her, like, an actual authentic name to go by. She used to be called the Princess of Moonbrook, which I actually prefer to what they call her now. You want to know what they call her now? They call her Princess Princessa. Princess Princessa. Really? You couldn't think of an actual name, so you just went with a joke name like this. That sounds incredibly stupid. Like, even for modern Dragon Quest standards, that's pretty stupid. Like, really? Oh, jeez. That'd be like if they wanted to rename Flora from Dragon Quest V, and they decided to call her, like Princess Graceful, or Princess White Dress, or something like that. Like, seriously, or Blue Dress, I guess. But, like, that's just dumb. Like, being a fan of Dragon Warrior 2, I was personally insulted by that. The fact that they wouldn't even take the time to, you know, at least give her a proper name. It was ridiculous. Granted, they're too busy trying to pay, homage, however you pronounce it, to Dragon Quest IV all the damn time. Yeah, no kidding, that's really what they keep doing. Like, it's Dragon Quest IV this, Dragon Quest IV that. Hey, did you know these characters in Dragon Quest IV were awesome? I don't think we've explained how awesome these characters were. Huh, new world map theme. I don't think anything will top the adventurous theme that was in Dragon Warrior 2, but I could warm up to this, though. I think this theme generally has more of a really over-the-top, lighthearted feeling to it that honestly sounds less Dragon Quest to me and just more. What was the name of that RPG? Adventures of Scheherazade that was on the Nintendo. Like that's what this reminds me of. That or there's another game I'm thinking of here, but I can't think of it. I mean, it's not a bad song to be sure, but like the overall melody just doesn't seem very Dragon Questy, honestly. I think it's because the melody itself just feels too jovial for what Dragon Quest usually is about. Like even in modern Dragon Quest, which is more joke heavy. Like a theme like this, I feel like would just be like, okay, yeah, you're trying way too hard at this point. Brant doesn't start off with anything other than sleep, and his equipment leaves a lot to be desired, so he's gonna be struggling for a bit. Sleep is useful when it connects, though. I think they do resist it pretty much. I've also noticed that people don't stay asleep in this game as long as they did in Dragon Warrior Classic 1. Because when I would go to sleep in that game, I would be asleep for like 4 or 5 turns. I'm lucky if I stay asleep in this game more than 2. And Brand is already leveled up, so he levels up way faster than the Princess of Moonbrook did. HP 37, MP 34, Power 7, Defense 13. Learned a new spell already. God. Heal more. Well, we can heal now. That's not the spell I'm looking forward to, though. The spell I'm looking forward to? Oh, you pretty much already know, it's Infernos. But it's way better in this game than it was in Dragon Warrior 2. By a long shot. Pretty soon I'll be able to afford the Steel Shield. Brent leveled up again. Really now. Now, in terms of equipment, I don't think Brant is much better off than the Princess was. However, I think because of how spells work in this game, his overall usefulness is considerably improved. And that is something that if they ever decide to make another enhanced port of Dragon Warrior 2, I would kind of hope that they would get inspiration from this one, and actually just get rid of their group casting in general. I mean, I know they won't, because the group casting has kind of been a part of Dragon Warrior since the second game. Oh, that shocked me a bit. My mom needed my attention. I'll be right back. Alright. I have returned. But anyways, Brant is just overall better than, the Princess of Moonbrook, just because he doesn't worry about script casting. I need to turn this down a little bit. Okay. You do still have to worry about him dying because he can't take a hit very much, at least early on. And that's something that him and the Princess of Moonbrook pretty much share. She doesn't really have an official name, but the name I always got when I would get her in my party in the Game Boy Color version was Princess Gwen. And that's my fanon version for her name, is I just call her Princess Gwen. Certainly a better name than what they came up with, I'll get that much. And Gwen is pretty much the name I'm gonna go by whenever I talk about her. Just saying. But when Break starts getting attack spells, he pretty much becomes the MVP of the party. Since he can attack the entire field, and he's just has so much MP, he can keep it up for a while. And at the rate he's learning spells... Surround. I think to compensate for how powerful Infernos is when he gets it, Hawkeye made sure he didn't learn it right away. It makes sense, honestly. Because if he got that first, then you'd pretty much be able to leave right away, and the later levels would pretty much be meaningless. Because Surround, Heal More, who gives a crap? Like, once he gets that, you're not going to be using anything else with him. Okay, I should have enough... Yeah, I do. For the Steel Shield. Slow text. Why? More like lagging text. Just, why does he keep doing that? No, damn it. Time for item cleanup. Okay. Bamboo stick. Gloves. What? Oh, that's right. You actually get. Like, I don't know why that's the case. Like, why do new characters and their equipment don't come equipped on them? That must be like a bug in the program or something, because I know RPG Maker has an option for that, so I'm beginning to wonder if because of the Dragon Quest engine he's using, if RPG Maker is rebelling against it in some fashion. Doesn't make a lot of sense to me, but I can't think any other reason why he would do that. It's weird. But to talk more about my fan project, what makes this a little bit different from the Game Boy Color versions is I fully intended for this to actually have something resembling a plot as compared to the other two, which was pretty much compete in a tournament of sorts, or just travel to various worlds and do random things, you know. Not very important, but the plot I had intended was going to be very much a character-based story, and was going to involve the Orb of Light as an important plot item in this game, and that you would have to go throughout the world pretty much purifying the hearts of monsters and getting rid of evil intentions, actually fighting the Demon Lords from the various Dragon Warrior games. Starting with, like, the Draco Lord and moving on up. And apparently, like, later on, all of them were going to be resurrected because of the Dark Force. And they all were going to team up to pretty much freeze the world in, like, darkness and whatnot. Kind of like how in Dragon Warrior 7 that happened. And a good portion of everyone you knew would be turned to stone at the end. And you'd have to go on a final adventure to rescue them, and that was going to be the setup for this. And there would be a princess who would act as your main character, and she would have a character arc. Like I said, I was putting a decent amount of thought into this, but it just wasn't going to happen, though. Like, not even close. When I look back at how little I actually accomplished on it, as opposed to what I wanted to do, I was like, what was I thinking? Like, seriously. Like, there is no way. Like, the type of project I wanted to make, there was no way I was gonna be able to do that. Like, no way. you take this. Cannot be equipped with it. Then I'm saving up for an Iron Spear for, the Paladin. And that'll probably be where I call it quits, because I think I've been streaming for a while now. Going on about 2 hours. Another thing that I was going to change is there were going to be several tiers to the monsters you would recruit to your party. Like if you recruited a slime, there would be a system where you could actually promote that monster into a higher tier, like into a red slime. And that there would be perks to actually doing so. And I had the system in place to where that would be a major drawing point to keeping the same monster around and not quickly replacing them. Since that was kind of an issue, where this is something I really hated in the Joker series, where you didn't really get attached to any one monster. Rather, they heavily recommended you switch around to better monsters that you could find in other areas, which really made it feel like it made the whole monster master system feel not as fun when you had to do that, which is one big reason why I wanted to do what I did. Because I wanted a game that actually brought that feeling back. That attachment. It didn't end up happening, but it is something I always wanted to happen. From what I understand, some people have played the Dragon Quest Monsters Joker Pro Super Awesome Edition #3, whatever it's called. Like seriously, there's so many versions of that now. Apparently there were efforts made to at least try to simulate this kind of attachment by adding a skill system or something like that. And you had to really work at unlocking a monster's true potential, which I would have been alright with if it would have been in a better game, honestly. Because I saw gameplay footage of Joker's 3, and it still kind of has the same problems for me. Again, if you like it, good on you, but for me personally, it was just too different. Looking at it, it just had these general problems that I honestly feel like by the third game in the series, they honestly should be addressing some of the big problems it has. Instead, they take the same concepts that were already there, and they just keep adding to it with each game, and I'm just I'm not really a fan. And I probably never will be, no matter how many people try to get me into it, and argue that I'm too hard on it. Again, if you like it, that's fine. I'm not saying you can't like a game, but you're not gonna get me to like it, though. And believe me, people in the Den have tried. Like when I talk about the Joker series and rant about it, they take it personally, let me tell you. And I don't understand that. But that's the way it goes. I think it's just because people just can't wrap their heads around my opinions of the series, is what it comes down to. And I think a lot of it has to do with people that pretty much grew up with the modern Dragon Quest. And a lot of my opinions come from a fan that grew up with, like, the older games first. And that has helped shape what my opinions are of it now. And people are like, oh, well, you can't judge the Mario series by the other games. They were too different. There's some truth to that, but at the same time, I'm not gonna forget what those games were like. It's not gonna happen. I think they were better games. I will say it. Starting with Dragon Quest III, anyway. Like, I think they're better games than what we get now. I am not saying that games like Dragon Quest 8 or 9 are bad games. Far from it. Dragon Quest 8 was freaking amazing when it came out, and it did a lot of things I like. Dragon Quest 9 wasn't as good, but I can see what they were going for. But I don't think they're as good as some of these older titles. Dragon Quest 5 and 7 I still think were considerably better conceived. And 4 had a really dark character arc for some of the characters in that game that can run circles around the development in Dragon Quest 8, I will say. Again, Dragon Quest 8 is amazing, it's just other games are better. That's pretty much what I'm saying. People are insulted by that too, that I don't think 8 is the best Dragon Quest game of all time, and I said, sorry, that's not how I feel, really. I think 5 and 7 are still better. I'd certainly rank it above 6, though. Oh yeah, like, I rank a lot of games above 6. Like, 6 does some things I like, but a lot I don't. I mean, I've done my fair share of writing about that in the past, and people are like, oh, you're just hate on 6, because everyone hates on 6. Nobody really appreciates 6. I said, not true. I appreciate what it tried to do. I just don't think it did it very well. It's one of those situations of, I really, I can see the direction the game was going in, but, it didn't have a lot of focus, was the big problem here. Yeah. Darn it! I'm trying to scroll down. Okay. Yeah, I have enough now. But Dragon Quest 6, I think, just had a problem of pacing, where the first half was very good, I felt. It was doing a pretty good job, like, developing the world you were exploring, like, the characterization was good. I liked the direction in which the game was going. But I think the minute you defeat the first big bad, which is this giant animalistic creature called Mudo, who's like this dark, like, demon king person. It was worth a shot. Sorry, Brant. I can't seem to get you anything right now. Okay, I need to get that for the princess, excuse me. But yeah, I think after Mudo got taken down, the game did start to become a bit slower and not very fun to play. Mostly because of the lack of explanation on where you had to go next a lot of the time. Like, there were 2 worlds you had to explore, and it really became confusing on which world you needed to be in at what time. Like, the different modes of transportation was world specific, so you needed several different ways to explore, and it was hard to keep track of what you needed for what. It just wasn't very fun to me, the way they handled that. Plus, I really didn't like the fact that once you defeated Mudo and you unlock classes, Like, any type of challenge the game had may as well doesn't exist anymore. Ooh, I can give the magic knife to her, I think. I mean him. Ugh! I'm used to the genders, damn it. Ugh. Did I blame it? Yes, okay. So, that worked out. How much I can do for armor, though, unless I can give her the chainmail. Him, the chainmail. Oh, man, that's gonna be hard to get used to. May as well just throw away the bamboo stick. That's not gonna sell for much. That's gonna be humorous, seeing me stumble like that. I was just checking the chat for a second there, but still nothing. I'm not too surprised. Not many people would be on at this time of day anyway. Still. But yeah, the game was pretty easy, Dragon Quest 6 was, by the time you got classes unlocked, and it doesn't take long to build those up. Not to mention, I thought Mudo, as a boss, was pretty much more difficult than any of the other lords, pretty much put together. Because without the class system, you were very limited of what abilities you had. And his defenses were pretty high. A lot of abilities didn't even touch him. He attacked twice per turn, could attack your entire party, and did heavy damage by doing so. He was pretty ruthless, and hard as hell to kill off. You had to pretty much go all out with everything you had, and be at a high level too. But yeah, there's that. I think the only hard boss after Mudo that gave me any type of trouble was the final boss. And that's only because he cheated like no tomorrow. Now, people have told me that I really overhyped Dragon Quest 7 to the point of being obsessed over it. If you feel that way, then that's on you, but I just personally think it did a good job with exploring certain themes. I just think it was better than 6 in that regard. In some places, I think it was better than 5. And I know to a lot of people that's blasphemy, since 5 is... Like, if you don't think that 8 is the best, then you usually think 5 is. And I would certainly agree with that assessment. I think it is the best, although there are certain areas in 7 where I think it shines more. And I'll get into that in a second. Inferno's gained. Time to show you why Infernos is overpowered. In this game, anyway. It's not really a good battle for it, but still. It attacks the entire field and does about 20 damage to everything there. That may not seem like much, but when you have like 4 or 5 enemies on the field and it does that much to the entire field, no matter what, that's about 100 damage altogether. Yeah, let's see what happens. I'm just gonna parry here, and I'm just gonna use Infernos. Well, it does around 20 damage. Yeah, just keep in mind that that's always going to hit the entire field, no matter what. And it does that amount of damage. And very few enemies actually resist it too, which I like. So freaking powerhouse spell now. It only costs 4 MP to use too, so you can use it for quite a while before you run out of MP. And since battles aren't as bad as they used to be, I imagine that's going to be very useful. It feels nice to be caught up to where I was last time. Because I hate having to constantly do the same places over and over again, really. I think the part of Dragon Quest VII that I think is the best is just the tragedy of certain characters. Like, Dragon Quest V was pretty tragic in its own right, and man, it really gives you the feels sometimes in that game. But 7 pumps it up like 5 notches. Like, there are certain sections that are so tragic, the way they handle them, that I'd be surprised if there are some players that don't cry from some of these scenes, because at least you, in Dragon Quest V, when you get right down to it, by the time the game ends, everyone has a happy ending, you know, like Pappas and Martha end up reunited with each other, the hero's parents, like, the hero gets reunited with his wife and his kids, you know. Everything ends on a very happy note. You can't say that about everybody in Dragon Quest VII. For certain characters, they're just dealt, they have to deal the cards they're dealt with, and it's not always easy for them. Like, I remember, like, there's this character called Pepe, I believe his name is, that starts an herb garden. And there was this girl he liked that ended up being engaged to, like, this rich guy. Yeah, his relationship with her ended in tragedy. Like, and I do mean ended. Like, she died, like, the love of his life died with a broken heart. And she just didn't have the guts to pretty much own up to it. And, like, and if you actually go through the trouble of, like, helping him find out about what happened to her, oh man, like, just, like, that is, like, heart-wrenching as all hell for him to find out that the one thing that she wanted was to be with him, but she just didn't have the guts to go back to him after what she ended up doing to him earlier in her life. I mean, she lived her whole life pretty much regretting her actions, but she just didn't feel like she had the right to ask for forgiveness. I mean, that is sad, man. Jeez. And it's not like there's, like, a happy ending for her or anything. Like, the most you could probably hope for is that one day he will die of old age, and then they might be reunited in death, perhaps. But as far as the game itself is concerned, no, there's no happy ending there. Like, it's very tragic. And that's just one of many scenarios that are like that. Like, there are actually certain characters that actually have a reoccurring plot that goes along different worlds that you visit. Like there's a couple of worlds that involve a priest with like a god statue of sorts. And his fate is very tragic too, actually. Like, just... Like, he fights against these demons for so long, them hunting him down, and ultimately he has to pretty much give up his life to stop them. Or at least weaken them to the point where they're not dangerous anymore, and then we have to stop them, but like... But yeah, he dies in the process. Like, he does not have a good ending. A happy ending. Actually, very few characters do. Like, when they set out to make this game, they wanted to be very much they wanted to be they wanted to play the straight, like, no forced happy endings here. You were gonna be sad and you were gonna like it. That's pretty much the moral of Dragon Quest VII. You're gonna be sad and we're gonna make you like it. I mean, really, that's pretty much the gist of it. But in a sense, I kind of respect the game's gumption for that. Like, it took a lot of guts for them to actually make a game like this and actually go all the way with it. I think I bought everything, haven't I? No, I haven't. I need to try to see if she can use the chainmail. I think that's it, though. I haven't had to grind too much either. Money comes really fast out here compared to Dragon Warrior 2, which you had to grind a considerable amount for that. Oh man, the lag. Brad cannot be equipped with this. Are you serious? Come on. You gotta give him something. Damn it. Well, that's everything, it looks like. Well, shit. Moving on. I think I'm gonna go ahead and stop streaming for now, though. I'll continue this discussion later. Because really, I can talk about Dragon Quest V or Dragon Quest VII for hours, if I felt like it. So, I'll just continue this later. Thank you for watching and listening to me gush or rant about certain Dragon Quest games. And I will see you later.